It's your boy 1804 did it, aka did it man, aka the living God, aka Mr. 1804, the pretty Zoe. We got some things to talk about today. So I was in the store the other day, right? And I got a button down shirt on and everything, you know what I mean? My face covered. I got my little chin hairs popping out the bottom, everything, right? So a Caucasian lady comes in front of me in the line, and the woman don't ask her for her ID, nothing. This woman doesn't look old, nothing, right? I come up next, she hounded me about my ID, like, I got to have it, it's law, it's this and that. I'm like, whoa, yo, it's law. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with it, because I'll just go to the store I go to, but that's wild that you saying it's law and all that, but you just didn't ask her, so is it only law, for this kind of people or what? But anywho, that brought me to a thought of, in 2021, the slave master don't have to do nothing nowadays. Now they got the slaves to do their dirty work for them. Everybody's on social media saying Black Lives Matter, Black this, Black woo-doo, whatever. But on a day-to-day basis, it be your so-called people, which I don't subscribe to that, but I'm acting like I subscribe to it for the purpose of this video. It be your so-called people that treat you the worst. I go into a store, they don't even say how you doing, how your day, nothing. They just throw your shit up on the counter. There'll be a Caucasian person right in front of you though. They treating them so well. And it's not the Caucasian people treating you like shit. They have manners. They say yes sir, yes ma'am, do, all that. It be your own people treating you like shit. How did this come to this? And definitely nowadays, where there's so many people that's so-called pro-black, there's so many people that's so-called Afrocentric. But when you go places, you get treated the worst by your own kind. Somewhere in the game, they've implanted in your mind that you should treat your people like shit, and you should treat them like royalty. And sooner or later, it's going to have to stop. Is it going to stop with us saying, okay, we're not going to do that no more and treating each other different? Or is it going to stop with God just wiping the earth clean of all this impurity and BS and nastiness? That's a question for God because I don't know. But all I know is I'm a raise my children, to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Point blank, period. Person treats you with honor, you treat them with honor. Well, you treat everyone with honor and respect off jump until they show you that they don't deserve it, or until they disrespect you or does something that's not honorable. That's just plain and simple. But somewhere along the line, we talk a good game, as in Black Lives Matter and all this bullshit. But in reality, it be us treating us like shit. Right now on the streets, let's just throw out a number there. Let's just say 100 people die. In the whole U.S., let's say 100 African Americans die on a daily basis. How many of those do we think is police killings? And how many of those do we think is us shooting us? And it's all cool to say, well, violence happens, where, people are and this and that. And cool, I agree with that. But at what point do we take this movement from being on social media, typing something or posting something, and do we really instill it in our head and say, you know what? Fuck that. We're not doing that no more. It's a ceasefire on everybody that look like us. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we not killing them. And they not, other than the police, that's going on. But other than that, it's not really too much of them killing us. It's more of us killing ourselves. So at what point do we say, all right, this is a ceasefire? Whatever beef we got, man, we'll handle that after we handle the main problem. And I'm not saying as into violence or whatever, but the main problem is that we are second-class citizens right now. So until we handle that issue, It's a ceasefire. That's why this Haitian flag is so beautiful here. Because it has the blue and the red for a reason. These are two different tribes here. Right? They come together. Right? They had a ceasefire. They said, we're no longer going to beef. We're going to come together for the greater good of the country. And we're going to get our country back first. Then we can go back to fighting after we get our country back. But that's what this stands for here. La Union fait la force. That's what this stands for here. La Union fait la force. Unity is power. Let me say it again. Unity is power. It's your boy, 1804 Diddy, a.k.a. Diddy Man, a.k.a. The Living God, a.k.a. Mr. 1804, the Pretty Zoe. When are we going to say that here in America? When are we going to say ceasefire until we handle the bigger problem? Remember, unity is power. I'm gone.